First and foremost, welcome back to the 759 channel, where we talk about the 7 key areas of life, 5 components to SMART goals, and the 9 components of the cheat code to manifestation. Today, we are talking about wins. Specifically, getting enough wins to get to the next level, to win on the next level, and so forth and so on. So I'm going to post a video to my channels today that talk about if you win enough hours, you win the day. Good morning, sir. If you win enough days, you win the week. If you win enough weeks, you win the month. And if you win enough months, guess what? You win the year. If you win enough years, that's when you're winning in life. So how do you get those small wins in order to get those big wins? In order to maintain the weight, to keep your blood pressure low, to keep diabetes at bay, to avoid cancer cells, to so forth and so on. It just comes down to staying with a consistent schedule, doing your best to stay with a schedule. We're gonna have to go over here because that's what it's about, really. So, what kind of wins are you getting? The type of wins that I look for is a mental win, a physical win, and a spiritual win. Spiritual wins happen all the time. Here's a spiritual win. Walking down the street and I say hi to a family, and the baby says hi back, and I'm like, hello, and the baby says hello back. For me, that's a spiritual win because it warms my spirit. Another spiritual win for me, while it can't overlap, is meditating. Good morning. So thinking about, I spend 2 minutes and I just sit there and I focus on my breath. I should start recording that, but at some point I will. So those are some spiritual wins. Physical win, it's easy. I mean, I'm doing one of my physical wins right now. And then, running, jogging, push-ups. I do pull-ups, I do dips, I do squats. I'm trying to focus on my back a little more because they say as you get older, your back and your glutes specifically start to weaken. I'm 40 now, but I could run a mile straight without stopping in under 8 minutes, and what else do I do? I lift weights, obviously. Hey, what's up? I like trains. How you doing today? Appreciate you coming through. So mental, and then the mental, mental also can overlap. Meditation can be mental as well as spiritual, as well as physical. Because I read this book called The Finding of the Third Eye, and it says you want to have longer breaths. What do you mean by longer breaths? So the longer you inhale, the longer you exhale, the longer you do those things, the longer your life can be. What's up, Booked? Hey. Thank you for coming through. How you doing today? So, again, breathing can be a mental, a physical, a spiritual, especially if you practicing breathing during a meditation session. So I try to practice my breathing. I try to practice, obviously, my running. I practice my walking on the way back right now. As I'm walking, it's not like I'm actually like practicing keeping my body straight, keeping my head pulled like a string is pulling my head. It's like pushing your butt in, pause, but because it strengthens your glutes and your back when you do it. And you want to see how well you can walk a straight line. So we're going to approach some workers from the Metro department who are cleaning up the rail to rail at the moment, which is good because I'm glad this thing stays clean as we walk, run, ride our bikes, stroll our babies. Hey, Ronaldo, how you doing today? And everybody's out here. Not everybody, but a lot of people are out here. Hey, y'all, don't forget to like this video, please. What's up, Lil BB Jr.? Lil BB Jr. Like that name. What's up, my man? So going back to what we were talking about, though, how many wins can you get? So since y'all here, what I was saying was, if you win enough hours, you win the day. If you win enough days, you win the week. If you win enough weeks, you win the month. If you win enough months, you win the year. And if you win enough years, you win in life. And the only way you could get those wins on a consistent basis is by having a schedule. And when I talk about the cheat code to manifestation, some of y'all think it's just talk, but it's not. One of the first components, which is vision. All right, my man, have a good one. So when you talk about vision, vision is talking about having the end goal in mind, but you can strengthen your vision. And the way you strengthen your vision is by having SMART goals, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound, is by having a roadmap, is by having a schedule, is by having, because, okay, how do kids win in school? How do students win in school? What's my favorite song? No, I don't have a favorite song. I have favorite songs, plural. I'll give you my top three. One is Hercules, Go the Distance. Another one is from this movie called The Shift, and it's called Don't Go With Your Song Still Inside You. And another one would be, man, it's too many. It's too many. Let's say Touch the Sky by Kanye. I gotta testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. Before the day I die, what? I'ma touch the sky, you know? Just motivational songs are usually my favorites. But anyway, going back to what I was talking about with vision, vision enables the ability to become more consistent if you are looking to strengthen your vision. When I say vision, I'm not talking about on sight. I'm talking about like your vision in your goals, in your aspirations, in what you would like to achieve or manifest. So you say, I want to do X, Y, and Z. Let's say you want to, I always use this one. You want to lose 4 pounds. Okay. How soon do you want to lose 4 pounds? Do you think it's attainable or achievable? And you go from there. Now, take a step further. If you really want to, you can say, I'm going to exercise on these days for this amount of time. And these are the ways you get your win. You want to be consistent. But with that, I got to end this because I am at the end of the rail to rail, or the end of, where my rail to rail ends. But we appreciate y'all. Hope you guys subscribe. We talk about these things every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I do a full live stream every Monday evening at 6:30 p.m. where I go more into detail, and I would like to see you guys there. So thank you again. Welcome to the 759 channel. And as always, we got to thank y'all for being here because you could have been anywhere else on the internet, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. Again, don't forget to like this video, please. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Leave a comment. All that good stuff. You know how the algorithm works. But until next time, peace.